I was working on a little essay in section 223 of the Criminal Code.
Oh, right.
Which denies the humanity of the unborn. And I'm trying to make the case that it's unconstitutional because it discriminates on the basis of age of the unborn that's in the womb. It says, oh, you're not old enough to get out of the womb, so we can kill you.
Do you know the sort of, can you paraphrase that part of the criminal code, Si?
Well, yes, it simply says that if you're a little human being in the womb, you're not a human being. If you're a little being in the womb, you're not a human, which is totally illogical, of course, because we come from humans, and only humans can produce humans.
Is that the law? That's
the law.
The title called "When a Child Becomes a Human Being"?
That's it.
Isn't that a ludicrous statement right in itself?
I think it's. I say in my essay that it's actually insane because it denies a simple reality. The reality is that this is a human being in there, and it just flies in the face of common sense, of anything that an honest person who wants to have a baby says, oh, I'm having a baby. It's still in the womb. It's only when it's inconvenient and they say, oh, it's a piece of tissue. That same piece of tissue becomes a human being when they want it to be. So this is the kind of common sense that I'm talking about, which is ignored conveniently by the politicians who want the votes of the pro-aborts.
So when, according to that law, that section of the criminal code, when does a child become a human being?
After it has born, completely left the mother's womb.
Even if the umbilical cord is attached?
Even if it's attached, if it has one toe left in the mother's, it can be killed legally.
Right.
Practically speaking, it's unlikely that would happen to that extent, but it's possible. It's as close to infanticide as you can get, which is just another name for killing that same child once it's gotten out of the womb. It's discriminated not only on the basis of age, but on the basis of where it lives, and its place in the womb or out of the womb. If I'm in the living room, I'm still the same human being who goes into the kitchen, and it's the same kind of logic for a child in the womb. It's still that same human being, whether it's in the womb or out. Its place of abode, and the charter says we have a right to life as human beings wherever we are, and whatever age we are. So I'm trying to argue in my essay these points. This is what we have to get some lawyer, constitutional lawyer, to argue on behalf of the unborn.
Right.
That this is discrimination based on age and place, that none of us, the rest of us, who are born, have to endure.
No, it's not. You're right. You know, Si, it's not even. It's not really even age discrimination. It's really geographical or space, because you could have a 24-week-old premature baby, and apparently that's the kind of the average likelihood of surviving at 6 months gestation. If that child is born prematurely, and they're born completely from the mother's body, they have full protection of the law. So it's not age, it's where they're living.
Well,
the same child in the womb could be killed up to 3 months later.
Yes, it's only indirectly targeted their age, in the sense that for the most part, if you're under 9 months, you can be killed because of where you live, as you say,
right,
where you reside in the mother's womb.